Views, Viewport Titles. Well, we've dropped some views from our project browser onto our sheets. We have cleaned them up using the crop region. We've turned off a few reference planes here and there. We're just trying to make this look nice and neat and tidy, and we're sort of getting this ready as we add more to our model. We're not by no means complete the model, but we're getting our sheets ready because that's an integral part of what our goal is for this particular project. So just want to take care of these viewport titles, and if you click on the viewport title itself, you can move it. And you just move it by using the drag tool. You can just drag that up, make it nice and close to the view. You can click on this viewport, just drag that down a little bit. There's a lot of space up here, so we might be able to use that and work with that. Now on this particular one, I'm going to just move that up a little bit. So I'm just clicking and dragging, and now you have to click on the viewport title itself. So I'm going to click just directly on that, and now I can drag it. As you drag it, it will line up with other viewport titles. So there's a little thing here that sometimes can be confusing when people start out, and that is the line, the viewport line. You click on the viewport title and you can move it easy enough, but how do you change the line length, or how do you change the title? Well, I'm going to just click in the viewport. Now you can drag the line, and it'll line up with other lines elsewhere on your same sheet. Yes, you can change the view right on the sheet, but should you? No, because this name right here pertains to the name right here under elevation. So wherever this was taken from, wherever you dragged and dropped from, north wall, that's the name right there. You can have a different name on the sheet from your project browser, but that can get a little bit confusing. So for now, if we're going to change the name of this particular view, let's do that right here in the project browser. I'm going to just shut that view down. I double-clicked on it by accident. So I'm going to click on north wall. I'm going to hit the F2 key on my keyboard, and that will quickly allow me to edit the title of this. So if I called this north wall 1 and I said OK, it's going to automatically change that on the sheet. If you change the scale from the properties of this view, then that little scale factor will change. That's not something you actually type in and change. Now let's change this north wall 1 back. So I'm going to do that from the project browser. Right click, and then I'm going to rename. In this case, let's go back to north wall 1, and then that'll update appropriately. Now let's look at our floor plan. It looks okay until you zoom way out and you see this. This title is sort of off in no man's land. So how do we either move that over or get rid of it? I mean, really, do we need this? If we look in the title block, we have the scale, we have the title of the view, and we just have one view on our screen. So how do we get rid of that particular title? Well, first of all, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to drag it up here just so it's visible. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is click on the viewport, and let's just go into the viewport properties. So I'm going to click on that viewport right there. You can see the properties are selected. It says viewport 1. Let's click on edit type, and right away, let's duplicate this. We're going to call this viewport 2. Okay. Now notice here it says show title. Yes. Let's just click in that field. An arrow will appear. And let's say no. Okay. There you go. So now it doesn't show the viewport title in that particular type. If I wanted it to show the title, I could click on the viewport, click on the type selector in the properties, and just say viewport 1. Now it shows up again. I can edit it, make it look the way I want it to, or we can just switch that back to viewport 2 and it doesn't show up.